What's going on, ladies and gentlemen? Welcome back to the channel for another market update. Hope everybody's having a lovely day, and with that being said, let's get into the TA. All right, so we're going to start here on VIX's daily time frame. All right, and then we are going to work our way down to the lower time frames, and we're going to let you guys know, hey, what are the charts suggesting? What are they telling us? What are the probabilities right now? All right, so we're going to start here with Mr. VIX. All right, and actually we'll start over here on the weekly time frame. All right, so this is something I pointed out in the weekly update, but you do have your weekly stochastic and CCI all the way back down to oversold territory, whereas you literally had everyone, screaming market crash over here not too long ago. And now on the daily time frame, that is also the case. All right, so you are getting that cross in your stochastic, and it is coming exactly where we were looking for it to come. All right, we were looking for this trend line to hold, or we were going to get the bounce at this zone right here, come back up, and likely come up and test this 50 MA. So that is what I'm going to be looking for next. All right, let's go over here. All right, SPX. So we have topping tails across the board right now, or at least bearish. We'll say bearish candlestick formations across the board right now. All right, you have a shooting star going on over here on SPX and SPY. You have a bearish Harami candlestick formation right here with the doji on QQQ, and then IWM is getting rejection from this trend line. All right, which comes from down here. All right, so there is that, and look at that. All right, and then DIA, it's got the same thing going on over here. All right, it's got an inverted hammer slash maybe it comes down by the end of the day, forms a shooting star candlestick. Not sure. All right, but now let's take a look at these oscillators. All right, you have SPY CCI. If you guys were here for the weekend update or the weekly update, then you guys know that hey, this SPY CCI being up here and QQ's RSI being at 68, that told me that we should be getting, well, we've gotten in the past. I'm not going to say we should be getting, because I don't personally care what we get right here. All right, but in the past, all right, the two times QQ's RSI has hit that level, you got, I think off the top of my head, it was $7 or $8 pullback before then running up for the other high. And then every time SPY CCI hit this level, you got a minimum of $5 pullback throughout this bear market. Okay, I don't really care what happened before this bear market, because that is when conditions were completely different. All right, this is when QE was going on behind the scenes, and when QE is going on behind the scenes, markets just go up. That's just what they're going to do. You're going to be looking for pullback opportunities, and there you go. All right, but now we're in a bear market, and QT is on the board. I understand they reversed course for a little while there, but yeah, that is still what they are telling us that they are going to be doing. All right, so that is the condition that I will be matching things up with. All right, and that is this whole time period all right here. All right, that is where we've had that taking place. Well, QT didn't start right away up here. It did not. All right, I believe it started somewhere over here, or it was somewhere over here. But I'm not sure. All right, I am not sure. But yeah, you are currently backtesting this rising wedge here on SPY and SPX over here. Well, SPX didn't quite hit it, but yeah. I'm going off of SPY here. You did exactly tap that, and now you do have that inverted handler slash shooting star candlestick going on there. CCI is starting to hinge from that spot that we said, hey, $5 pullback. That is what has happened. I think it's 3 or 4 times throughout this bear market. All right, and or we hit a top. All right, that's the other possibility, which I don't think we hit a top. All right, just because this over here. So I told you guys in the weekend, the weekly update, that we would be, the move that I was describing in the weekly update would end up bringing this from neutral over here to greed or extreme greed. All right, so we're going to go over what I think is probably going to be the case here. I'm not going to say I think we just topped. I'm going to say I'm completely open to the possibility that we didn't just top out here. We're still going to go up, and we're going to fill this gap over here on 322.08 on QQQ. All right, but yeah, the pullback is warranted. That is what I told you guys I was looking for. That is, I'm not expecting it. It's just what I'm looking for. It's what I would not be surprised at all to see. So, that is that. All right, but over here on the daily time frame on QQ, the RSI did start turning down, and that did happen over here from the spot. And then you ended up pulled back, and let me just show you right here. All right, you pulled back about $8, and then from that high there, though, you then went on another $15. So if that is going to be the case, then yeah, you're coming up here. All right, and I don't think you're coming up here. I really do not. All right, and I'll show you guys why in this video, why I think you're not going to get up there, but you could. All right, it's on the table. You could get up there, and that would definitely be something to bring you over into this extreme green category, which would then show us that, yeah, the turning point is right here. Right, everyone's on one side of the trade. All right, here we are. All right, but yeah, actually, before we go any further, I want to show you guys what I noticed on DIA. All right, DIA, guys, is going on an absolute tear. I told you guys that this was your buying opportunity every single time it got down here on this bear market. Holy crap! Did I think it was going to be, you know, this explosive coming out of here? No, you literally now are at the upper bound of this bull flag. So I don't think you're going to break out from this bull flag. I think you're very likely going to come back down to the bottom range here of this bull flag. But I'm just saying, guys, it went completely crazy. You see how far the CCI went? Again, completely crazy. All right, you now have your weekly CCI all the way back up here past where you ended up turning there. All right, you had this explosive move up there. You started stalling out for a few weeks, and then you got your rug pull. All right, is this so this is the August one over there? There was March, right? See how much from that bottom went up 8%. I think over here we went up 6%. Yeah, 6%. All right, so we can keep going higher here. All right, I did just show you, like, hey, all right, we can get up there on QQ all the way up here. I just don't think it's likely. I'm going to show you guys why I don't think it's likely in this video. All right, but as of right now, you do have the bearish divergence. You have a triple bearish divergence on your CCI here on the daily time frame, and your RSI is right underneath that 70 level. So yeah, guys, we are right near the top with all likelihood. That is that. And then you come over here to VIX, and it's literally doing what we were looking for. All right, it was bouncing off of here, came back, tapped that trend line. All right, maybe it's going to come back down here and get some more buying pressure stepping in there. But ultimately, I'm looking for a test of this 50 MA. That is the reaction spot to be watching here on the VIX, in my opinion. All right, you have all these reactions going on here. All right, went all gapped up over there, fell through it. Big impulsive move through it over there, and your buying pressure stepping in 2 days in a row here. Boom, impulsive sell through it. All right, so yeah, all right, that is what I'm looking for over there. All right, so let's actually step on over to the smaller time frames, and we will finish off with that, and then I'll show you guys what I think is the likely scenario over on QQ, which I think I actually pointed that out in the weekly update anyway, but I will go over it here again because yeah. All right, so over here on VIX, I typically start looking for a change in trend on VIX when I start seeing these divergences end up popping up. All right, you got this one going on right there. All right, you have ever so slight, and then you have that right there over on the RSI, and then you come over to the 4-hour time frame, and you actually do see we have this going on right here. All right, and it's just on the CCI there, right? So I am looking for that trend to start changing, all right? It's going to start heating up. Just like over here, all right? You had this going on. You had the bearish divergences forming over here, all right? Which told me, like, hey, all right, this is likely a fake move, all right? It's likely it's not a fake move, it's fear, all right? People being played on that fear. All right, so that was that, and yeah, now we're getting the opposite signal there. So I do just like, oh, this is a perfect example right here, right? You started getting it over here, all right? You started ended up popping up. It didn't have the biggest bounce there, but you did go from a low of just about 20 to 25. That is 25% move right there. All right, yeah, all right. VIX should start heating up soon. It did start bouncing from where we thought we were going to be bouncing from, but yeah. All right, right here, all right, you did end up coming up right to that trend line. I already pointed that out on the daily time frame, but this was where I thought we were going to end up coming up to this morning. So that would have been a shorting opportunity for anybody if you wanted to take that. But yeah, guys, you just filled this 408.14 gap fill on the daily time frame, and yeah, everything does suggest you are going to be getting that pullback. SPY like never ended up coming back and testing that or that. All right, so your two structures, you just didn't test them. All right, you just boom, you gapped on up to there and you're off to the races. All right, so what am I looking for, guys? I'm looking for, honestly, we're probably going to be getting that test of 400. All right, once this thing finally does start turning down, and that could be now. All right, we could literally do some ping pong action and go like that, come back up, and then there you go. All right, or you come back up for a lower high. I don't know. All right, but we're going to have to see if you form the higher low, then yeah, we're expecting a test of the, or we're going to be looking for a test of the previous high, which is going to be right here at this wick. All right, so this is going to become a reaction spot. I will put the zone up wherever we close today, though. All right, I'm going to wait till then, all right, because that will show us where the sellers were prevalent. All right, and yeah, there it is. All right. But yeah, QQ has this bearish Ramy candlestick formation, and you came all the way up to this gap fill. Just, you did not get it. All right. And this is just another one of those dealer's tricks. All right. That is what's going on here. All right. And it's just, hey, all right. Anybody who's looking for this as a short entry, such as myself, all right, you didn't get that short entry. And that was that. All right. If you wanted to patiently wait and follow your rules, you did not get it. All right, and that is just, hey, that's just what the dealers are going to do. I do think it is going to be hit, though. It doesn't have to, but I think it is going to be hit here. All right, maybe you are going to end up pushing up here. All right, but yeah, you got that 4-hour bearish divergence going on over here, and on the hourly time frame, you did have the hourly bearish divergence, but now you have your CCI all the way down here. So yeah, all right, bounces on the table. Bounces on the table to come back in here. All right, but ultimately, I do think you're going to test here. I'm not like sure about that. I'm pretty sure. All right. But again, I mean, I don't know anything. All right. But I am pretty sure that we are extremely close to a top here on SPY and QQQ. All right. And I showed you what was going on with the fear and greed index. All right. That is, hey guys, it's showing us that more people are on the buy side than the sell side. That is what's going on. That is your sentiment right now. Right, and IWM's daily RSI has literally gotten this bounce all the way up here. And now you have DIA and IWM's stochastic crossing down from overbought territory. And, you know, the CCIs came all the way up there. It's kind of insane. Something I'll note right now is that you have this insanely low volume. Yes, it's only 12:17. You have 3.75 hours left in the trading session, but it is extremely low volume, in my personal opinion. It does not make sense to me. I think it'll probably end up coming in with decreasing buy volume. And yeah, that'll be that. Or it shows us decreasing sell volume. I don't know. It'll probably be decreasing volume, though. It does look like extremely low volume. You see this? All right. Plus, you're coming up to resistance there, right? There's that. But yeah, over here, I want to just show you guys something on QQ, which I might have showed you guys in the weekly update. You have a bearish divergence on every single time frame, right? You have it here. You have it on the daily time frame. You have a triple one on the daily time frame. You have one on the 4-hour time frame. 2-hour, you don't. All right. I don't watch the 2-hour though. All right. 1 hour, which guys, I actually will start. I'm gonna start trying out 65-minute candlesticks. So actually put that. Yeah, let's make that right there. All right. But over here on the hourly, you did have the bearish divergence going on there. You had it on the 15-minute, I believe. Coming up here, you had that going on over there. And then you also had it all the way on the 3-minute. All right. I don't know where it is. There's probably a bunch of occurrences. All right. All I'm trying to show you guys is that we have a ton of divergences going on, guys. They're getting ready to sell this thing off. All right. That is my personal opinion. That is what all of these things across all these different time frames, that's what it's showing me. It's showing me weaknesses in the air. They are getting ready to sell this thing. Any push up higher, it's likely going to be that fake pump. All right. But now that we went over that, let's look at what my likely scenario is for QQ. All right, guys. So I'm going to just take you through. If I was the dealer, this is exactly what I would do. All right. So people didn't get the short entry here, right? All right. So you didn't get your short entry. They avoided shorts so far. All right. Anybody who was anybody who was the breakout trader and went long here expecting to get that, and that was your exit. You didn't get that exit just now. The shorts didn't get their entry just now. So anybody who was shorting here looking for, you know, like that was your risk in there, right? And then, you know, your stop got hit. You ended up pausing this move up there. All right, but now dealers have successfully trolled both sides right here. All right, you didn't give the longs their exit, and now, hey, 50% of your gains from where you entered they're gone now. All right. So yeah, I mean, honestly, if I was the dealer, I would bring you down here right now, personally. All right, I would bring you down here. That would make it very frustrating for these longs here, and since the shorts never entered here, all right, who cares? All right, so I would bring you down here, and then guys, I would aggressively start bouncing you back up. All right, and then they're probably going to consolidate you right here. Someone's going to pop you up here. There you go. Anybody who was taking the short out right here, who finally just did get the short entry, maybe your stops get hit. That carries you a little higher. There were breakout traders. All right. So maybe the people came back. Maybe some people ended up closing out the long that they took over here. All right. And then maybe, you know, you end up having people end up taking this breakout over here, even though it's just a gap fill. All right. And their objective exit is going to be over here. All right, so if I was the dealer, guys, I would literally just stall you out right here in between. All right, and why is that? Because anybody who went short here, you hit your stop, and you're now, you know, you then cause this price action to, you know, there you go. All right, you're causing the long to now be in the money, and the long is looking to take profits up here, or at least close to up here. You don't give them that exit. All right, so you're just going to stall things out right here. And since the shorts took their stop here, all right, well, they took their stop here. They took their stop here. All right, and now the next entry for them is going to be up here. All right, that's the next objective entry. That's going to be your August high up here. All right, that is where you start getting your selling pressure. And you can go see that on the daily time frame. I believe the zone is just a wick. All right, but yeah, right, this is the next objective spot to add to a short here. All right, so why are they going to let people get that ad? All right, this would be sexy with all the things I'm showing you guys right now. And I'm pretty sure it's extremely obvious that, yeah, they are going to try and sell it. So, yeah, they're probably going to do something. They're going to do a trick, all right? And this is the trick that I would pull. And then I would close the day out somewhere over here. Then I'd gap you down, all right? Where would I gap you down to? I would definitely gap you down under here because this is where longs took out their position. They're immediately going to be selling, taking a loss here, then pushing prices down further. All right. But yeah, all right. This is exactly what I would do once I got prices up here and did all this fuckery over here, guys. I would literally start gapping you down. All right, and that effectively just traps anybody who is long. All right, it either makes you immediately sell out, all right, and take your loss right then and there. All right, or you're trapped, all right, and the dealer will just get to take more of your money as they bring you down over the following days, weeks, whatever it may be. All right, but effectively, I think a trap is going to set up here. All right, and you can see, all right, gap downs, you know, there you go. It doesn't have to be a massive gap down, but you see right here, right, effectively started selling you off when you came up for the lower high. So, you know, all right. So, like, I'm just saying, you're at a peak, all right? Traps they're expected, all right? So, I am expecting some sort of trap to go down over here. To make it so shorts do not get the super valid entry, and so longs don't end up, so longs get trapped. There's that. All right, that is what I'm going to leave you guys off with. Over here, I'm just going to show you guys one more time. All right, I'm just going to remind you guys what we got going on over here. All right, you have a bearish divergence on Apple. All right, as it literally ticked on up to just about 70. I think it was 69 something up here. All right, so right there, yeah, 69, 67 over there. All right, and then you also have the same thing going on over here on QQQ. And then you got from that point of divergence to that one. And then you have over here on Microsoft, okay? There you go. All right, you have a big fat one going from, well, it's not as fat as Apple's and QQ's, but it's going from here to here. All right, and Microsoft is right under resistance as well. Let's see if we can see anything over here on Google. All right, Google does not have one, so that is it's one that does not. Amazon, I believe, also does not have one. Yeah, no, it does not. All right, but yeah, the fact that QQ and the largest component of QQ and SPY have a big fat bearish divergence over there on the RSI leads me to believe, yeah, all right, you are likely going to see a rug pull, and you likely have, you know. Yeah, exactly what I have these arrows, right? You probably have something similar to that loading. All right, I'm not saying it's going to happen, but you see how far Apple's came here from the low. And yeah, we now have like, yeah, this is off the top of my head, 25%, 24% right there. All right, well, last time you were up here, All right, there you go. You had room to run to the downside. You had room to fall. All right, and oh, actually, one more thing. All right, Microsoft bearish divergence on the weekly CCI, so that is something actually there. Amazon is over there in overbought territory on weekly CCI, and same with Goog or Amazon. Goog was the other one. Then this is Amazon. All right. Yeah, guys, I'm gonna leave you guys with that. All right, we do have Bitcoin right up here with the bearish divergence, and your weekly RSI is right here under the overbought level right there on under, like right under 70. Last time you're right under 70 was literally here. That was your peak. Ever since, you have fallen like 75 something percent. All right, so all right, guys, I will leave you off with that. And yeah, guys, if you found value in this video, please support the channel with a like. All right, if you're interested in coming to trade with me in the community, all right, Patreon link down in the description below. I'm just going to say right now, guys, I will provide, this is my guarantee to you, I will consistently provide high probability option trades. All right, it is up to you to pull your triggers. I will be pulling all of them. All right, and those do come with all the trade plans, targets, and of course you get to trade with me as we're going. I will keep you updated. There's other stuff, but yeah. All right, guys, I will catch you guys in the next one. Peace.